Good morning, wonderful people. You're welcome to the program this morning. Bystanders at the newsstands. I'm Christian Chuko. I will say very happy morning to everyone watching us this morning. We're getting close to the Christmas celebrations, and you can see people are mopping up um, their schedule in order to meet up with the celebration. The federal government has declared uh, 26, 27, and the 2nd of 26, 27 of December and the 2nd of January as public holidays, and for Christian faithfuls and others to celebrate the season when Jesus Christ was born. Yes, once again, you're welcome. I'm right here in Ogba. We're here to get people talking on the reports and topical issues that we have this morning. We'll go straight to the super headline. But before I start, I want to give you a recap of what happened yesterday that we didn't finish the program. The downfall and task force, police task force, had a clash yesterday. From all the way from Bega, they had to come.
Do Christmas for me that I had to tell you. Do Christmas. Otherwise, I go fight you here for this platform. Do Christmas for me. Otherwise,
Is Mr. Biodun?
you know what you know. Don't be do anything. I go fight you here. Yeah.
Okay, they had a class, and it was so. They had to, from the garage where these Danfo drivers are staying, they were firing shots, tear gas, and also rubber bullets. Then these guys also had to retaliate with throwing bottles. And we are very close to the garage here in Ogba. So that's what happened. That's why we had to cut the broadcast. But we are here this morning. We thank God for life. We thank God that nobody was injured, nobody was killed in that process. Because the police were holding guns and they were ready to fire at will. With that, let's get straight to what we have this morning. I have the Vanguard this morning. The Vanguard decorated with Christmas colors, and also we have the Nigerian Tribune. The Vanguard and the Nigerian Tribune. This morning is cold in the city of Lagos. It is cold. The Hamatans are here this morning. The Hamatans are here this morning. Yeah, let's move over. Yes, first round chat. I can see you. Good morning, Mr. First round chat. Yes, good morning. Let's start with the Vanguard this morning. Naira redesign, 500 million new notes ordered. Says CBN. CBN met with the House of Reps yesterday, and they had to speak on the new policy, the Naira redesign and the withdrawal limit policy. It says the benefit outweighs the risk. Policy not based on politics. POS operators are within new withdrawal limit to partner National Orientation Agency others on public awareness of this bill. Yes, it's needed. 2023, burning of INEC offices worrisome. Imumole Accord presidential candidates. Burning of INEC offices worrisome. That is Imumole Accord presidential candidates. Arise TV APC campaign dispute. Parties agreed to sheet their swords. Parties agreed to sheet their swords. Scarcity, growing queues at petrol station baffling. That is from Moman. On scarcity, growing queues at petrol stations baffling. Senate fails to pass the 2023 budget, cites errors and late submission. Senate fails to pass the 2023 budget, cite errors and late submission. As one killed, others injured as a 40-feet container falls on 3 vehicles in Lagos State. One killed, others injured as 40-feet container falls on 3 vehicles in Lagos. Federal government police want to rig presidential election in Southeast and blame it on IPOB and ESN. On the youth side, federal government declares December 26, 27 and January 2nd as public holidays. Federal government declares December 26, 27, January 2nd as public holidays. Presidency, I will disclose my choice candidate in January. Wike rules out article. Presidency, I will disclose my choice candidate in January. Wike, that's from the governor of Rivers State and the leader of the integrity group known as the G5, rules out article. That's what we have on our Lagos this morning. That's the headline we use on our Lagos this morning. A wonderful program that you also need to watch. Let's move over to the Nigerian Tribune. Why we deferred passage of 23 budget, Lawan says the appropriation bill riddled with errors, inconsistencies. Appropriation bill riddled with errors, inconsistencies. Senate rep to reconvene December 28 to consider committee's report. Federal government says that insecurity cannot stop the 2023 elections. Insecurity cannot stop the 2023 elections. AFDB President Akinwumi Adesina loses mom. AFDB President Akinwumi Adesina loses mom. CBN shed light on cashless policy. That's the main headline on the Nigerian Tribune this morning. CBN shed light policy. Nigeria transfer since 2012. 94% of cash possession falls below 5, and others 500 million pieces of currency. Okay, yeah, like I said, we are closer to the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. And so you have a message.
Oh yes, I have message for Nigerians, particularly Nigerians in Nigerian, within the Nigerian territory. Not Nigerians diaspora, because we are two different nationals. Of course, we are the same Nigerian, but we are two different nationals. The Nigerians within our geopolitical location here, I'm only wishing Merry Christmas and Happy Year in advance. I would advise them to take heart in the face of the current situation and condition of things in Nigeria, going by exorbitant cost of living, cost of almost everything in Nigeria is on the very high side. And I just pray they will not have, I pray they won't have a bleak Christmas celebration, going by hardship they are experiencing in getting the federal products for those who want to travel, because the travel fare will be on the high side.
Okay, let's move on. We have the CBN met with the House of Reps yesterday, and they shed light on the cashless policy. It says 94% of cash transactions fall below 500,000 naira limit, and they say the policy is going to be good in the long run.
In fact, when I listened to that woman yesterday, one Dr. Aisha or something like that, in the news yesterday, when I was addressing the House of Rep, when she gave two statistics that 94% of cash transactions in the highly cash dominated business transaction areas fall below 94 and 500,000 monthly. It shows how level of poverty Nigerian populace are involving. That means Nigerian population, if 94% of Nigerians, their cash transaction every month fall below 500,000. That means you only have 6% cash transactions that are above 500,000. We are talking, that's a measure of poverty level of Nigerians. It shows Nigerians are extremely very, very poor. I'm not surprised with the last MBS report that says 103 million Nigerians are dimensionally poor. CBN has confirmed it now that 94% of Nigerians cash transaction in the cash dominated business No, environment. 94%. So only 6%. So it shows our level of poverty we are stricken in Nigeria. It shows how bad government has generated the life of Nigeria. They have impoverished the life of Nigerians to the so degrading level of poorly stricken people. So that's what it's all about.
Okay.
So I can't see them to have confirmed that to the present government, who said they have lifted 10 million, 100 million people out of poverty. That's a confirmation of their failure of their lives. Of Nigeria and their lives. Yes, the failure of their claim that they have lifted Nigerians, millions of Nigerians out of poverty. If 94% of Nigerians cash transaction is less than 500,000 per month, 90% of 200 million, that's well above 133 million. We're talking of less than 10 million people. Our business transaction of 500,000 monthly. It shows over 90% of the people are extremely poor, living in poverty, poverty. That's what that's CBN has just confirmed. That this government has been a failure. Past government has successfully impoverished Nigerians that turned them into a highly poor civil concentration. Circumstances that their life has been so massively bedeviled with poverty. That's
we have a Wike saying that I will disclose my choice candidate in January, and he has ruled out his party presidential candidate Atiku.
I watched him in the news yesterday. He was even telling people that the those of you are calling me go to club. He said, don't worry yourself. Don't be in a hurry. Relax. By January, I will come out with the presidential candidates that I'm going to work with. That we will go throughout the whole country. Go from state to state to canvass or to campaign for. Yeah, he said those who call PDP names 2015, he will remind them. Yes, I'm telling some other side from me yesterday in the news. He said those who call PDP names 2015, and PDP is this, the vote of PDP is this, I say he will recount this and he will remind them. So, we guys are right. It's Nigerian. It's free to exercise his franchise. To choose, to pick whoever I wanted to vote for. It doesn't know where any party belongs. For communication, I guess he is not going to be the president candidate of his party.
So, lastly, how is this Christmas going to be? How are you celebrating the Christmas?
Glory be to God. We are in good health, sound health, and prosperity of God. Trust I'm living good for better days ahead. Thank God for the gift of life. Now, stand here healthy. We are not bedridden. We are not, hijacked by any unfortunate circumstances. Glory be to God, because we know that once life is still alive, once you are still alive, you have to see a breath of life in you. There's hope. Only the dead have no hope of anything. They are gone forever. As far as you are still alive, thank God. Trust God for what you are presently enjoying, what He gives you. The present condition you are thanking for it, and hope for the best. Hoping that the good Lord will bless us.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ladije. God bless you. I have Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew, I wanted to say Baraka de Salah, but let me say happy Christmas in advance.
Same to you.
Yeah, I got your message yesterday. You said we should lay hold to salvation.
I said when you talk of Christmas, it calls for sober reflection. Sober reflection in the sense that we should do a life appraiser and look at what does Jesus Christ stand for. And at the end of the day, we examine our life, whether our life conforms with what Jesus Christ came for. So I'm saying that will form the basis for one being justified to celebrate. I'm not saying there is any rule guiding it as to stopping somebody from celebrating, but I'm looking at, if you say you are a Christian, what will make you justified to celebrate it is if you are sure that if rapture takes place today, you are rapturable.
Federal government has declared December 26-27, January 2nd as public holiday.
That is
holidays.
That is their own way of, Nigeria is a secular society. So when the Muslims have their own celebration, there will be holiday, public holiday. When the Christians are doing their own, there will be public holiday. I don't think there is much to that. It's just that the government want to be fair to the two sides.
Okay. Let's look at Wike says I will disclose my choice candidate in January.
Nobody's waiting for his candidates.
In the PDP?
Nobody's waiting for his candidates. Nobody. You see, let me tell you something. He was even saying that some people will be retiring after 2023 election. Ironically, it depends on where the pendulum swing. He himself may be retiring. Because to be quite honest with you, he has put himself in a fixed position. Because the way it stands, if Atiku wins, Atiku will not take him into confidence. Even if Atiku wins, they will not take him as serious as it ought to be. For me, I feel he has a right to decide who to vote for, who to support, who to work for. But I have a feeling and a belief that he would have made his position known before now, rather than teaching a statement at every given opportunity. And at the end of the day, nobody is ready to listen to him again. If I hear that Wike want to talk, I will not waste my time wanting to listen to him because he has abused that privilege of talking. I saw what he said. There are people who choose to listen to him. I read where he was saying that by January, people who are casting aspersion on him, people who are saying, to tell you that he already aware that people are not comfortable with his position. So he can decide to work for anybody, decide to pitch his time with any candidate, decide to vote for anybody. It is within his rights. He should stop disturbing the public with it.
Okay, let's move on. We have Arise TV, APC. It's not for that Christmas. Arise TV, APC campaign dispute. Parties agree to shift their swords.
Come again.
The Arise TV and APC campaign dispute. Are you aware of that?
You see, I think the way some political gladiators are making it to look like is quite unfortunate. Because I don't see why people should be reading political undertone to when perhaps APC candidates, presidential candidate is invited for a town hall meeting in Arise TV. Because the way the handlers of the presidential candidate of APC is making Arise TV look as if a partisan, I don't think it's the way to go. Well, I've been sure there was arrangement to have a town hall meeting where all the major candidates were expected to attend. I understand that they were saying that his consent was not, they didn't seek his consent, and in the advertorial, they did an advertorial as if it was his consent. But it is natural, if you want to organize a town hall meeting of this nature, that APC, PDP, Labour Party, NNPP, those are the major prominent parties that have the front major candidates for this contest. So it's natural that those are the people you expect to attend. And for reason best known to APC, they have said that their candidate is not attending any town hall meeting. Though for me, it's quite unfortunate.
Okay.
Because that would have been an ample opportunity for you to sell your agenda. Because it's quite unfortunate that the candidates are derailing from the issues. Instead of speaking to the issues, they are attacking personality. That is why when Atiku was saying he would throw all the borders open if he wins, if he becomes the president. And I read what Lam Mohammed replied him, that it will mean helping Nigerians to lose jobs. That is supposed to be an issue-based conversation. But I think I totally disagree with the position of Lam Mohammed. Because you cannot say you are creating jobs by cultivating rice here, producing rice here. It's good to produce rice, there's no argument. But at what expense? You are not able to produce our local consumption. You shut down border. You are not bringing in foreign rice. The price skyrockets. Before 2015, a bag of rice was not up to 10,000. As we speak, a bag of rice is close to 50,000, if not above 50,000.
Above 50,000.
Now, what are you trying to tell the world, Nigerians, that you are creating jobs by encouraging people to go into rice cultivation, by maybe getting more fertilizer plants and all that? But at what is the cost? What you do if you want to encourage production is you balance it. When you see that the local production is being threatened, you tighten the border a little bit to encourage people to buy locally cultivated rice. When you see that the price is going up as such, as a result of inability of the local production to meet with our local consumption, you open the borders for it to come in, because price, demand and supply is a natural force that determines price. Now you have created artificial scarcity, the price have risen to the rooftop, and you are comfortable with it because you sit in the comfort of your office. You enjoy all the goodies that come from as a result of the office you're occupying. You are not facing what the ordinary man faces. You have money to spend, and you do not think that 50,000, 50,000 for a bag of rice that is too much. It's quite unfortunate.
Okay, let's move on. We have a report here on the Vanguard. Federal government police want to rig presidential election in Southeast and blame it on IPOB ESF.
I don't have
Look at that.
I don't have the facts. But let me tell you this: most of the things you hear people talk now is propaganda. Whether on the part of the police, DSS, political parties, you are going to hear more propaganda now. And propaganda is part of politics. But in the face of God, it is what you call lie, and it's a sin. Propaganda is sin, is lie in the when it comes to things of God. But the world do not see it like that. Even in the war, propaganda is an instrument of war.
What about speculation?
Speculation is still wrong if you are speculating wrongly. What I'm saying is, if you win election, say things the way it is. Set the record straight. Most of what this thing you see police say this, DSS, like when DSS accused Emefiele of terrorist financing, it was like trying to give a dog bad name in order to hang it. Even the court, they were not able to prove to the court. They conceded the evidence from the court. Court was saying, give us the evidence, confide in us. Let us see the evidence that this man is actually financing terrorism. So what I'm trying to say, this era, you are going to see more of propaganda against each other. They think that is the best way to convince Nigerians. But for me, I find it difficult to deliberate or have conversation on issues that have to do with slander, libel, or propaganda, the case may be.
Let me use your word, propaganda. The presidential candidate of PDP, Atiku Abubakar, has listed reasons why the president, Muhammadu Buhari, should not campaign for Bola Tinubu, the APC flag bearer. Say they will never trust or elect a narcotics-related lawbreaker, an individual accused of treasury looting and many other reprehensible acts as president. Who said?
I don't know how he got to that conclusion, because we are dealing with facts here. I don't know whether Mr. President actually issued a statement to say this is the reason I didn't campaign for our candidate. That's why at times it's difficult to speak to issues that I don't have the facts. He has said that it is a statement that came from him, and I think it is within his right to express his freedom of expression. So I don't think I have anything to say whether he's right or wrong, except like when APC, the spokesperson of APC Presidential Council, came to say that their candidate will not come out to attend any media rally, any town hall meeting organized by any media house in Nigeria. If you are not speaking to that, you are speaking from point of this is the statement that came from somebody. But this one is insinuating, is speculative. So do I not join him in that speculation? I don't think it's the way to
Okay,
go.
lastly, Senate fails to pass 2023 budget, cite errors and late submission.
The issue is, this is the first time we are seeing this type of action from the Senate after the saga of 2016 or so, when we had the issue of budget pardon. And from what I'm seeing, Nigerian system, their budgetary system, I think we need to get so many things right. Otherwise, if you have a system where the House of Rep, the Senate, National Assembly generally, when they're on the same page with the executive, they are unlikely going to point out issues like this. Because whether I like it or not, National Assembly is supposed to act as check and balance to the executive. But when anything that comes from the president, you give it approval, license, and you accept it, license, and give speedy approval without vetting it, without trying to know whether there are things you need to validate, it's quite unfortunate. And I think it's one of the bane of our problem, why we are not developing, why we are not seeing National Assembly putting the executive on their toes.
Okay.
So if they are coming up to say this, I think it's a welcome development, so that let us get it right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good one from you, especially about the propaganda is a talk of deformation. It's even going on within where we are now. People saying somebody slapped me, and I was never slapped yet.
Mr. Kule, let's not. No, I'm anchoring, so you don't just bring another.
So thank you for
At the back, you can speak to him. You can talk to him at the back. Emi local. No, our local. Our local. I like your cap.
Yeah.
You should get one for me now.
I will definitely. If you really need it.
I said you get one for me. Say if I really need it.
I can even give you. Do you want it?
It's your own now. You have used your head.
I can give you.
When you bring it, I will wear it.
Okay.
Okay, let's look at in your shoe
viewers.
state. Yeah, good morning.
Greet everybody. Niggas, well done for the good job you're doing. Jane,
Okay.
good morning.
In Osun State, who are you supporting?
I'm supporting Adeleke as a thief. I have to tell you, Adeleke, they've done all what they needed to do to clinch that post. And they've tried for the masses. I've detached politics away from Osun incidents now. And I want to just say, those people, it's a God's time for them to be. God made him the governor he is today. He has tried it twice. And the second time, he won. The first time too, it was rigged. Let's be candid, it was rigged out. So
But that's not what the court says.
what's the court saying now? What's the
The
court
first
saying?
time.
Certificates.
Declared.
Certificates.
Yeah.
Now we know what is going on. Forget about court issues they are using to cover up. Forget about court issues.
But then there's overvoting in 6 polling units. Forensic
I said,
examiner tells Osun Tribunal.
Adeleke, this current one they did,
Yeah.
let them go to any court. They've declared it. If they want to remove him, they should prove the evidence. My brother, me, I don't play dirty politics. I don't play, character assassination politics. I don't play propaganda politics. So if they know that there's overvoting, let them bring the evidence. Let them take it to court. One court has declared him a bona fide winner of that election. So they should go to their own court too. Maybe it's Supreme just a court of appeal they will go. Let them go there. They should stop paper, they say. It's my it's APC that lost the election, but they do really work hard in that state? No. Because the past guy that ruled that country messed up the country. Who happens to be the Aregbesola? He messed up the country. Left a whole huge debt in which
Baggage of debt.
debris of debt, that anybody that will clear it, I don't know how that state is going to survive. That is just it.
Okay, let's look at. I will disclose my choice candidate in January. That is the Wiki rules out article.
Wike has a right to decide what he wants. It's like me too, I have a right to decide,
But he's in the PDP now.
He's in PDP, yes. He's in PDP, but when PDP is not treating him well, I just told you the APC issue in Osun State, APC good, because they did not prepare themselves. The candidate was not even prepared. And it's as what is going on here, what you are hearing in the newspaper is what is really going on actually. Like me myself, maybe the way people are assuming me, and I've been saying it, that people need to hear the truth. People are sending false information, but the truth has to come out, right? About even the issue sorry about that we disturbed the. We did not even disturb the bystand.
It was at the back.
It was at the back. What really happened? God bear me witness, and I'm standing here. I came from, I told you there was a picture, there was a scan shot they did on me, that it wasn't my picture, and they was sent to the viewers over there. And I have to defend that this is not my face. This is not my, true picture.
Okay, somebody did a
now,
screenshot of you,
yes,
and sent it to one of the viewers.
And I said, okay, what is going on? Anybody that must have done this is behaving like animal. And somebody else, because he came and he pushed me. He pushed me down. He pushed me. And the day before that day too, I was lifted up. Suddenly when somebody comes to your back and lift you, up as if you want to slam you down. So when handshake is going above the elbow, there's something else there. I don't know what I've really done. And the same man that came yesterday, there was a viral going on now that he slapped me. Nobody ever slapped me here. God bear me witness, Almighty God. And people that still can bear the man himself. The man himself, if you finish now, we can go. We can go, whether he slapped me or not. And you will put it to, he will tell you that, no, he did not even touch me.
I will confirm it tomorrow.
No, we can confirm it today before you go.
When I go confirm it, I'll say it tomorrow.
Yes. So that's even will be better. When you finish, I will go together and you say this man.
I hope you have resolved your issue.
No, I don't have any issue with anybody. I don't have anybody, and I have to fight for my right. Imagine when I was pushed now, I collapsed. A lot of people, I can collapse easily, and what my enemy has gone forever. So you dare not touch people. I've never done that in my life. Pushing people for what? Pushing people for what?
Let's move on.
So that is my own clear story. Nobody slapped me, and I'm standing here. God bear me witness, and I'm still going to go there with you, Christian. We go there. Mind you, if you finish, we go there. We see the man.
Okay, let's look at police. This Christmas time. What do you think we should be focusing on in this Christmas?
What we should be focusing on is how we're going to, usher in a new government that will better our life. And as it is, I can't say this man, I don't condemn. I can't say the faith I have faith in one person, which is Tinubu. That is my own opinion, for God's sake. It's my own opinion, right? We don't need to gag our opinions. Why I look, hunting for him is a unifier. He's a unifier. He knows how to turn 1 naira to 100 naira. And let's see how he will transform the same level he used in Lagos, the same level he's using in other states for them to generate revenue, tax revenue, right? And he's doing it for, a lot of people don't know, he's doing it for almost 13 states in Nigeria. Okay. He's doing it with his company, he's doing it for almost 13 states in Nigeria. But nobody's talking. Nobody's talking like that. So as me, who I believe in, and who I know is closer to me, that I can easily protest, go to Bodilum or go to his daughter's house to protest if he did not perform well. But I still have a belief that's the person I know that can turn around the fortune of this country. But it's not yet bad. It's not yet really bad like that. As the debt is there now, but Americans too are indebted, but they are using their own, loans to, you can see, for infrastructure, for, economic growth. But what are our people? The, debt they incur, let them come and explain before they leave.
Okay, this is from Article, the presidential candidate of the PDP. He said that he listed reasons President Muhammadu Buhari should not campaign for Bola Tinubu, the APC flag bearer, and revealed what Nigerians should expect when he becomes president. He said they will never trust or elect a narcotics-related lawbreaker, an individual accused of treasury looting, and many other reprehensible acts as president. That's from Article.
When you said a narcotic, has America ever put Tinubu's name on the list of wanted narcotic baron?
He has not traveled.
He has
I
not
thought
traveled.
the last time
Yeah.
he went, he was supposed to go to the United States,
United States,
but he
they
cancelled the
cancelled.
trip.
But they've given him
Cancelled
that
the
visa. He has that visa.
But why didn't
Why didn't he go?
why didn't
Thank you very much. Why didn't he go? They had the people that plan his schedule. I think they have to reschedule his engagements. That America may come next year, this January we are entering. So they just shifted that because as it is now, there's a lot to be done on ground. He just went to Charter House, and he came back to Nigeria back and say, okay, he needs to. And since then, he has not traveled. So his next port of call will be US as it is now. So let's give him that benefit of that. You see, when people are talking, it's just propaganda, as we say. As we hear now, Nigeria, average Nigerian is a propagandist. That's what they will use.
propaganda,
Yes.
like Mr. Marty says, is a sin?
It's a
Do
sin,
you believe?
actually. I believe it. It's a sin because it can
But
nail.
there are reports that
It can-
APC came with propaganda in 2015.
what are the propaganda they came with? All what they said there that they are going to do, right? Or all what they said about the past government were real. But what they failed to do is left for them to answer, especially the president, because he is the leader and he is the head of the APC. Then he should make sure he walk his talk. So, but somebody did not do the right thing does not mean the next man or the fellow. As you have now, if you are in the firm, your firm, and somebody messed up in this bystand, we've seen a guy before that was there before, but he messed up with the management because he could not come to reality that the fingers, you don't bite fingers that feed you, and he left. And will they now say Flip TV is dead?
No.
When you came in now and you step into his shoe, and you are doing good. Although you two, you're not perfect. No one is perfect. I'm not perfect. So you're doing your best. So what are we saying?
Okay. Lastly, what's happening to Yoruba Nation?
You see, Yoruba Nation, as it is, my brother, you cannot just secede. You can't secede from the country if you don't have the corporations of the other, because you are going to create a turbulent issue for yourself, in which you will not be. If Yoruba decide that they want Yoruba Nation today, the military will come in. They will take over all Yoruba land. You can see what is going on in the south.
Have you given up on Yoruba Nation?
I'm not giving up. It's strategy. You have to apply. It's strategy.
Have you heard that Akintoye probably has resigned?
Has resigned.
Yes.
That means he just see what I'm saying. It's the mindset thing. It will still come to reality. It can come to reality through federalism. We have to start, taking one step after the other. By restructuring the country, we are getting nearer there. By true federalism, we are getting nearer there. And all regions now will be more comfortable when restructuring comes, so that we can even forget about Yoruba Nation or any other nation. Because once
You always forget about Yoruba Nation.
we are saying we can, when we get to restructuring level, we are nearer to, secession. Because when you have a restructuring, that every region should control what they produce. North has oil now. Other regions still have oil. There's oil in the southwest here, in Ondo and Lagos here. Ajay oil in Lagos. Ondo, they have, I think, the largest coastal line in the whole Nigeria. So they have oil too. So when restructuring comes, all those things will die so slowly. But the way we are now, you will still know that as the country is not really in shape, people will still want to clamor for secession, but it's not the best, because as of now it will only cause havoc. It will always cause military invasion, and you can see what is going on in some one part of Nigeria as it is now, because the military have occupied that place because they don't want to hear that. So it's idea, not by its ideology, but it's ideology project people embark on now. It's not about a war project, it's ideology project.
Thank you very much. Yes, let's click the link so that we can have our people contribute to the program this morning. Kunle has been supporting Yoruba Nation and also is supporting the APC. So the reason I asked the question, it seems he has forgotten his agitation, and he's a scholar his lecturer who is lecturing him on referendum, it seems he has forgotten what Mr. Mazi Chigozie taught him. That's why I asked him, what about Yoruba Nation? Good morning, Mazi Chigozie.
Yeah, good morning, Christian, and to
Yeah, let's.
viewers out there. Extreme happy Xmas in advance.
How are we going to celebrate the
Uh,
Xmas?
This is less than 48 hours to Christmas.
How are we going to celebrate it?
Uh, a fowl now, a chicken, what do you call it? Is it a fowl or a chicken? Is 17,000. So, is there any preparation for?
I'm asking you, how are we going to celebrate it?
Are you asking me? I don't know.
You
I
are the
don't know
Mazi
your.
now. As a Mazi,
I don't know the preparation of your company.
it's not my company.
Okay, the one you are working, you are representing.
No, I'm talking
the
about
TV.
you personally now. How are we going to celebrate the Christmas?
I don't know. Well, just call me on that 25th. I will be leading you to Mommy Nkechi Okaro's Plaza. We're going to celebrate. Or Mommy Israel's mansion.
Okay. Let's move on this morning. Arise TV and APC campaign dispute. The parties agree to sheath their swords.
Agree to do what?
Sheath their sword. You know, they're having clashes here and there. The APC campaign and the Arise TV media platform.
And to ship their sword to
Like-
where? To this place or
No,
villa?
put it back. They were bringing out their sword. They're like,
Ah,
sheath it back.
okay, what are they fighting for now?
Town hall meeting. You
the-
appear, you don't appear. Appear, you don't appear.
Emilocos and what? Let them continue to see their sword and reserve it for another day, right? Which means there is no end to that. See, when you don't entrench internal democracy, you can't be different from what you are inside. No matter how you intend to pretend, people will know. So, if you cannot maintain internal democracy within the party, if you cannot synergize with your party members, then how do you think you can extend it to Nigerians? How do you think you can synergize with different parts of the country with multi-ethnic and religious diversities? If you say you are a family and you can't manage your differences, your crisis, internal crisis within the party, then
Which
it
party are you
means-
talking about?
I'm talking about the ones you mentioned. You said the Rise TV and the APC. That is what I'm saying.
Somebody says that Mr. Tinubu is a unifier.
And
Yeah, because
are you
they're able to accommodate many
are
people
you
in Lagos State.
in disagreement with that? Someone said Mr. Tinubu is a unifier. Atiku is a unifier. And
Obi is also a unifier.
the units, the unifiers. I think it is beyond mere rhetorics. The problem of Nigeria is beyond something you can just wish away. You see, English might be so deceptive. And who does unifier help? People are hungry. People cannot afford a meal. Look at this festive period. Everywhere is so dry. Look at. You see, you can't shop. You can't get basic necessities. And you are telling us you are a unifier in what sense? How does unifier provide solutions to the myriads of problems that is ravaging and devastating Nigerians? And they are not recuperating anytime soon. People are dying in hospitals, and they say you are a unifier. Without politics, what have you done outside occupying the seat of power? You see, there are technocrats, there are philanthropists who build hospitals and donate to communities. What have you done? And you're telling us you are a unifier. Well, time will tell. Time
Okay.
is the greatest judgment.
Okay, I will disclose
George.
my choice candidate in January. Wike rules out on Atiku.
He said he will declare his choice candidate.
And rules out the presidential candidate of his party.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He said he will declare his support for a candidate. He didn't say he will rule out his support for his party.
Just look at it.
These are mere cheap reportage on the part of the your Nigerian journalists. They want to sell their papers. But I listened to what he said. He said he was going to make his position or choice known. So it is his free volition to decide who to vote for. If actually there will be election, because I don't know what he might end up choosing Mazin Nandukan as his only candidate. And will you go against him for making that decision?
Somebody who is a major PDP stakeholder, at this point in time, he has not disclosed his candidate.
You should allow him, also give him some benefit of doubt, depending on when he comes out, rather than making very costly assumptions. So Wike is not the problem of Nigeria. So you shouldn't distract the masses, the people, from the real problem, the nagging problem and issues bordering on, of course, existence, on security, on economic mishaps, and misgovernance, and misappropriation, and of course, and so many other vices, ravaging the killings of our loved ones in the East. And we should not be a distraction to that, to the war crime going on, perpetrated by Nigerian security operatives. Wike should not cover everything. They shouldn't use the Wike's matter to cover all those things. It's before the public domain and the international communities are watching, where innocent citizens are being hacked, their houses are being razed, burned down by security operatives. And what kind of country, and wherever has that happened in the history of humanity? That people who should protect the supposed citizens are the ones killing them, are the ones, raising down their buildings, their shops and all that, in a bid to subjugate and bring some people down. But the reality is that, you see, you cannot fight a people whose desperation for freedom has gone beyond the threshold you can contain. You see, who believe that their life is dependent on seceding from Nigeria, that they have no other life except they have their independence, they have their freedom. So fighting these people might just be committing suicide, might be suicidal, because it is something running in their veins, something they have lived with all through their life, handed over by their ancestors. You see, that this place does not belong to them. You know how many decades, how many centuries it took Israelites? But in 1947 or thereabouts, they realized that dream to come together wherever they have been scattered to form a sovereign nation of Israel. Who would have believed that such will come true? Why? Because they believe that there can never be a better nation than their own nation. And Israelites today are doing exceptionally well. They are leading in terms of the world technology, the world research, the world medical research, and every other aspect of development. Are they not better off today? But so many people discourage them when they are living with such ideology that we must have an Israel nation where God is the only source of their aspiration.
Okay, federal government and police want to rig the presidential election in Southeast and blame it on IPOB ESN.
Who said it?
That is a feature story, the speculation on the Vanguard newspaper this morning.
So you should not in any way disregard the fact that the Easterners have fed up with the system because of the insincerity and negligence on the part of those within the corridor of power for several decades.
Okay.
Is that when you say we are one, you should be honest and committed to that unity. And you should, of course, show the level of impartiality and sincerity and honesty to that. You cannot tell me that you are one and what is due for I and you are taking it. You see? And you are denying me what is due for me. Telling me that you have no fund to execute capital projects. There is no fund, but there was fund to build a helipad, to build a university, to build is it a military Air Force base in Daura in Katsina State, to build a railway. The same railway you built from Katsina down to what is that? Niger Republic. But to do it, to replicate the same fate here, you said you have no fund. You have no fund to do that. Which even the East has more economic comparative advantage. Because what they are now using, the rail you are building in Kaduna down to Niger, is to import bandits who are blowing up the railways, blowing up the commuters, the passengers, constituting threat to the sovereignty of Nigeria, adopting the supposed citizens, of course, at will, and levying ransom on them. That is the same achievement you have done. But where should have, increase the GDP, internally generated revenue, you discarded that because of perhaps your personal hatred for the people. But we are not concerned about that. You see, even before that, my people do say, so the major issue with the Southeasterners is now, it's not just about rigging the election. It's not about the 2023 election. It is beyond the 2023 election. It is beyond whoever emerges as the presidential whatever in the course of this failed, anticipated failed presidential election. Come 2023, you can see there have been insinuations and reaction from several quarters that this election might be probably rigged, where you have over 4 million underaged captured. So how credible can that election be? Where you have over 4 million underage children captured in this exercise. How credible can that election be? From the North, these are fundamental questions you should be asking. You see, not whether the military will rig or not. You shouldn't blame everything on the military. There are people who control the military. Of course, who use them as political talks when it becomes necessary for them to protect their political dynasty. Okay. But so unfortunate that we continue to neglect even the falsification of the voters' register. How many people have come up with that? It has died as dodo or whatever you can think. Nobody is calling up those questions today. So how do you expect the election to be credible? Already, from the foregoing, you understood that you don't expect anything different from the usual.
Okay.
It won't be a surprise.
Thank you very much,
as far as I'm concerned.
For your contribution this morning.
Yeah, be that as it may. So this is 23rd of December. So where are we meeting? Because our last meeting, probably this should have been the last time to meet for this before the Xmas.
No, tomorrow. There's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, do you have to force us because you want to give us? We don't even saw whether you are going to give anything.
Button you are going to press.
Which button I'm pressing? Listen, tell the world the button I need to press.
You know, Mr. Biodo. You have Mr. Biodo's number. Call him.
You are representing Mr. Biodo, and I don't know whether he has given you the 5 bag of rice, and you are.
And that's why I said you call him.
I thought Mr. Biodo, don't tell him that I'm talking here.
Meet this guy.
Don't tell Mr. Biodo that if I didn't see my rice. If I didn't see my rice and chicken, I must take it to his house and we must protest. Okay. We have to lock up. I think this man is here. He will tell you better. Okay. But don't tell him.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. Please, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, our viewers. Merry Xmas, compliment of the season to you guys over there. Then to us here. Anyway, we are hoping that God has done it for us. So, because what this Christmas is one of the, anyway, I won't use the word toughest, but we are being kept on suspense. We are like 3 days, 2 days to Xmas.
And there's no
You see the atmosphere, there's nothing.
no Christmas lights are like
no
just
Christmas
know it's
lights
Christmas time.
like
Yeah.
before. You can see jingle bell, jingle all the way. It's not even singing. This morning, I was dancing only to gospel music because there's no jingle bell riding on this,
Okay.
nothing. So, and look at the kind of government we have. A government that does not consider Xmas anymore.
No, you have declared December 26, 27, January 2nd as public holiday.
Thank you so much, Christian. But is this the right time to change Nigerian currency? Christians are about to celebrate the best celebration ever any Christian could talk of on earth is Xmas. And we are talking about redesigning Naira. Now we put us on what? Awkward position, situation. Changing Naira during Xmas time. The same thing happened 1983, 84 Xmas. This man changed Naira again. I'm telling you, Christian, what happened almost 40 years ago. Yeah. I'm telling you, 83, 84. They changed that Naira, redesign it. They changed 1 Naira, redesign it. They changed 50. The same time. So that Christians will find it very difficult to celebrate.
No, I think it's for the inflation. And also
inflation
people that hold cash. That's why they redesign the Naira.
That's
Yeah.
right. You give nice definition or connotation of what happened. The reason why they are trying to do. But is this the right time? Okay, do it during Ramadan. Change Naira during Ramadan. Do it during Eid al-Kabir. Change Naira during Eid al-Fitr celebration. They will cut your head there in the north. Every Xmas, federal government of Nigeria, right from day one, will come out with a package to Christians to notch their what? Teeth. This is a package to us. The designing of Naira, is it going to bring smiling faces to Nigeria, or is it going to bring bitterness to every heart, every Nigerian's heart? We are all embittered because this is not the right time to design Naira. It affected this Christmas celebration, I'm telling you. Yes, because
You can't afford a chicken.
do you know, again, I have something for you. That policy by MFL CBN to withdraw social amounts, let's say 100,000 in a day or in a week. Do you want to tell me that in the Anambra Easterners, they withdraw only 100,000 to do their Xmas? The most, see, where they celebrate Christmas in Africa, let me tell you, mostly, I will not count Southern Africa because of the atmosphere there. But Igbos are there. But when you talk about Christmas celebration, my brother, go and do your investigation. Anambra, Imo States, this is where you will see Xmas. As I'm talking to you now, if you go to any eatery in Igbo land, somebody has paid for everything. Go. Any eatery. From Biafalo.
I've not experienced
restaurant.
that. I've not experienced that.
My God. I lived all my life in southeastern Nigeria. I lived all my life there. Restaurants, you will eat, you will drink, on the way to go. Madam will tell you, say, don't pay. Look at that gentleman over there. He has taken care of the bill. So, 100,000 Naira limit withdrawal from ATM is not only corrupt, but aggressive to Christians. Where is not somebody that is taking it peaceful with Christians? He takes it tough with them. He always punishes Christians anytime he comes and goes. I wish him well. If he dies, he will come back again and rule Nigeria and keep on punishing Christians. Because that has been his ideology. He turns his back on us. See, let me tell you. Every Christmas I celebrated in Eastern Nigeria, fuel is always scarce. My brother, I'm speaking from my heart, and I know that God is listening to me. Every Christmas celebration in Anambra State, I was part of it. There must be fuel scarcity. I've never seen any Christmas celebration in Igbo land whereby fuel price is stable. Okay? They start hoarding fuel, they sell in the bush, because in those days you don't keep fuel at home. If police sees that or find out, they are going to get you arrested. It's always, every Christians were always on a tight corner. Christmas celebrations, tight corner. Christmas celebrations, tight corner. In Europe, Christmas celebration is a time of joy, enjoyment, merriment. People loving each other, giving what? Their neighbors gift. I didn't understand. Giving gifts, giving to the poor. That's what it means. But look at the poor. They are begging on the streets. Who will give them money? Do you have money? Do I have money? Nobody will give. Boxing Day, we don't understand. We in Nigeria do not understand what it means by Boxing Day. We think it's by this, punching. Boxing Day is the day you give gifts. You give to the poor. You go to the church, you give out to your brethren, the needy. On the street of Lagos, you give to the needy. It is not like that here. It is Boxing Day. Federal government, local government, state government, punching the civilians, the masses. Through what? Tax paying. Pay, chop, lock chop. Your car is parked in the wrong direction. Why? Car will tow your car. Last man will tow your car. You will follow them on Christmas
What happened yesterday?
to their offices. What happened yesterday? I was dodging my head because scatter car to bullets were coming from left and right. I saw the policeman shooting, aiming direct at us. Christian, that's why I do like this. I don't want to use head, carry bullets. I saw them coming in their large numbers, shooting and attacking those motor park boys. Yes, they were shooting indiscriminately. Straight. I saw them. They were blowing canister here. Canister now scared all of us. We did not talk yesterday. I did not talk. That is Christmas package to all Christians. Yeah, it's like that. I do expect it. That's why during Christmas era, I used to pray to God so that nobody will get into unnecessary crisis.
Okay.
I think you understand. Look
Okay.
at what happened yesterday. It's a good example of that. Do you know what happened at Ocho? Do you know the one at Ekweda? Do you know what is happening at Bega? Ojodu and Lagos Island, I'm telling you now. If you look around, you see last mile officers going in their large numbers looking for who to scam. Because I call it scamming. They will scam you and put you on the tight corner. This Christmas. Your children, your wife, everybody will be weeping. They will be extorting money from you. Okay, why do you park there? Hey, you run one way. That is when they implement the law. They implement the law to benefit. They implement the law to steal from you. They don't implement the law for everybody to be all right. Last month, see, I saw them at the axis of Ojonubega. They were moving in their number, large number. With those, what do you call it?
The Nigerians break the law.
They don't break law. The people that make the law flout the law. In Nigeria, Nigerians don't break law. Nigerians are law-abiding citizens. We are used to this tyrannical system of government. Law. We are often flouted by the people that legislated it. We don't break law. We don't break law. If we do, why are we paying taxes? Yes. If we do, why you and I are here? Had it been I break law, I wouldn't have been here. Yes, I'll be going into hiding, and every day on my door, knock, 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 who is there? Because I'm a criminal, but I don't break law, I don't commit crime. Government commits crime. Every day, they extortion you and I. Every day, Nigerian government troubles the masses. See, their pain, their gain is our pain. Our pain is their gain. During election, they will clamor, vote for me, vote for me. You will begin to see all manner of what? Funny posters. People with beer, people with abada, people with whatever, all manner of African attires, laughing and smiling at you, inviting you to vote for them. At the end of the day, you can't see them anymore. They will turn to tigers, hyenas, jaguar, everybody. See, before you could see them again, you will sign and sign and sign. Protocols will be like from here to Ajambadi. You can't succeed in seeing them anymore. But during the agitation for voting, they will be entering houses, sharing garri, rice, sugar, indomie, helping a Akara woman to fry. It's that time that you see a article befriending women that are selling pepper and okra on the street because he was like, let me get them first before I show them who I am. That is Nigerian system for you. Look at Christmas. Look at Christmas. Petroleum products were the owner. Do you know how many products you can get from crude oil? Many of them. Some they just extract it as abroad there. They don't take it to Nigeria. They sell it off in Brazil. They sell it off in Argentina and bring kerosene, diesel, and fuel here. There are other products you can get from crude oil. But look at this Xmas now. We are buying 270, 250. In Anambra, 350. For Christ's sake. Yes. In 1980s, when petroleum product fuel, petrol was sold one price. 10 kobo, 15 kobo. In Anambra, every Christmas period in Igbo land, they would like to suffocate us with the skyrocketing price of petrol. Are you listening to me? So let me tell you, it's a Christmas that I did not speak yesterday because I was dodging my head. I don't want to receive a boot by blood. Yes, that's why you see me. I say Christian, I'm taking off because they were shooting coming straight. They are trying to give us our Christmas package, which is by blood, pain.
Let's move over to
their original trademark, blood, pain.
To Wike.
Yes,
yeah.
blood, pain.
Yesterday, Wike says I'll disclose my choice candidate in January.
Okay, Wike.
Yeah.
He's going to disclose his choice candidate in January. Anyway, I think, let me just make a forecast. Maybe his choice candidate is Tinubu.
That
No,
is
I'm telling you. Yes, Wike. He's going to support APC because you know this is why I'm saying this. Wike was the one that schemed Obi out of PDP. Yes. He was the one that did his job well and make sure that Obi did not clinch on the tickets. He aligned with his Fulani masters in the north. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
They putted him out of PDP. Tambuwal, are you listening? And the rest of them in the north. They played the game well, not knowing that on the stage that day at the convention in Abuja, Fulani is going to play the role that made them Fulani. And they did it successfully, and Wike failed. Are you listening to me? His choice candidate will be revealed January. Why not reveal it now? His choice candidate, Wike has
I'll
got
be
his
surprised
back.
if his choice candidate.
Thank you, and my brother, I'm even amazed because he's going to turn his back totally on PDP. It's too obvious that chairman of PDP should not be from North, and PDP flag bearer tickets is not supposed to be given to a Northerner. So totally, PDP is out. We are now mirroring which parties we are mirroring, Labour and the APC. The choice making, we are seeing APC and the Labour. One of them, Wike is going to choose one of them, his own choice. And I predict APC, that's actually what. Okay. Because Wike has already told Indian Anambra that Obi is not worth it. There's nothing Wike has not told us. Wike went and what? Filter out some, let me say, shortcomings. Let me say, what do you call it? Oh, this antecedents from nowhere. Impose it that it was Obi. He incited Obi. He did this, he did that. Why are you telling us that Obi is not fit to be president? Why are you telling us that Obi, there's no structure for him? What do you mean by structure? Structures, are they not human beings? People that are voting are structures. Money can never buy life. Money can never buy life. Money can never buy happiness. Money can never buy good health.
Good leadership.
Good leadership, money cannot purchase. It is too obvious. Leadership is inbuilt in your brain. Do you understand? People must know you, that how you coordinate the affairs of your family is the way you could do what? Carry the affairs of the country. You will carry everybody along. You will run a cohesive government, an inclusive government. You will allow Yoruba to be, allow Igbo to be, allow Yoruba people, Fulani, Hausa, all of us. That's what makes you a charismatic leader. A man whose leadership is in his vein does not discriminate. Wike went to Anambra and told us all manners of nonsense, not knowing that Anambra was well managed during Obi regime. Obi left billions. Obi bought land. He followed due process. The document is in my phone. He wrote to Ministry of what? Land or whatever in Anambra State. He wrote to them. He followed due process. He begged before he could secure either 2 plots of land or 3 plots of land.
Okay.
While he was governor, he did not show himself. Yes, I'm Jagaban of Anambra State. I'm Jagaban of Anambra State. I'm from Isofia or Agul. Give me that land. Sell that land to me. No. He followed the law, the rule and regulations. The law that is guiding that land. Anambra State.
Okay.
Obi follow it up. So tell me the antecedent or shortcomings that Wike was ranting and chanting in Anambra State. Reasons why Obi should not be allowed to be Nigerian president comes to
He has a choice.
He has a choice now. He's going to make his choice. Who is that choice? Atiwaju Tinubu.
We don't know
Of
yet.
Lagos
But
State.
in January.
No, I envisage. I'm trying to forecast. I have right to speculate. According to my own speculation, I'm telling you, Christian, I'm seeing Wike choosing Tinubu as his right choice.
Okay. We'll wait for that day. Thank you very much, Mazi. Chigozie. I have my able Honorable Adegunwa. Okay.
I beg.
What's that?
This guy was here yesterday. The guy slapped. Everybody slapped him. Ask all of them.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Honorable.
Good morning, Christian.
Liar, bloody liar.
Kule was not slapped. He wasn't slapped. They only had a little argument, and I think it's normal. You know, when you have gatherings of men.
I will carry you
So,
that.
Mr. Kule, please. That's how propaganda works. You know, so they are trying to turn your blood. I think it's okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Philippians. Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah. Somebody says I'm a Biafran. I'm an Obi supporter. Do you see that in me?
Well, you are Igbo, right?
I was born in Lagos. I'm more Lagosian than you.
You are Igbo.
Yeah,
You are a Biafran descendant.
Where is Biafran?
Do you believe in Biafra?
I don't understand.
Do you believe in
I
Biafra?
believe in justice, fairness.
No, the question is, do you believe in Biafra or do you believe in Nigeria?
I believe in a country that has
Do you believe in Biafra or do
and
you believe in
fairness.
Nigeria?
Let me tell you something. You see,
No, this is a simple question.
what
Do you
I believe in
Biafra
Yoruba nation.
Nigeria?
I believe in Biafra.
I don't believe in Yoruba nation.
So that is.
I don't believe
inside
in
is-
Yoruba nation.
inside
I believe
of-
in Nigeria. Do you believe in
I
Biafra
believe
or Nigeria?
I believe in a regional system of government.
You
That's
cannot,
why.
don't stand on the fence.
I'm not saying offense. That's what
do
I
you
believe.
on?
That's what I believe.
In
I
Nigeria,
just want to know. Okay, am I a Biafran?
you have a Biafran descendant now. That you cannot
say
deny your
descendant.
roots now.
Mr. Adegua.
Do you want to deny your roots?
This is another propaganda.
You know now, I'm an Oduduwa descendant, but I don't believe in Yoruba nation. I believe in Nigeria. So now, that Nigeria, how we want to govern it, maybe we want to have a
Most
regional
of these
Nigeria.
nations existed before Nigeria. You know,
You are not answering my question.
I believe in Biafra. I believe in Yoruba nation.
You believe in Biafra,
Yeah.
you also believe in Nigeria. That means you are sitting on the fence.
I believe in Yoruba nation. Biafra,
You are,
Yoruba
no,
nation.
you are not Yoruba.
Must I be Yoruba before I believe in Yoruba?
Are your parents Yoruba?
During the war,
Hold on
when
now,
Ojukwu was fighting against
my
Nigerian
brother,
forces,
let us talk
there
like,
was
like
a-
normal Nigerians that we are.
You know why I want to have this conversation
this,
with you?
You see this civil.
I want to have this conversation with you this morning.
Please.
I intentionally wanted to
Okay,
ask.
thank you.
Okay, during the war, when Ojukwu had a right-hand man as a Yoruba man,
Yeah.
they were fighting for the Biafra struggle. What will you say that Yoruba man is? Who that person is?
When Ojukwu had a Yoruba man as a right hand man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He was. I forgot his name. He led one of his troops, to cast assault.
I know
on
that
Biafra.
man was tagged as a traitor.
No, that before he.
Wait, I know that man was labeled as a traitor.
Yeah.
Just like Akitola also betrayed Yahoo's and all that. Akitola was actually cursed.
Was cursed.
It was cursed. Is it not from Okumasho? It was cursed. But that's in the past. Now, looking forward as a progressive, there are two things. Do you want Biafra or you want Nigeria? You sitting on you cannot
These are questions
listen, you
that
cannot
we ask.
listen.
These
Let me
are
tell you.
our-
You see the problem we have now is some people are feeding the upcoming generations with the past.
Yeah.
And you see, this past sometimes paints hate in their hearts. Nobody will go and read the history of Biafra. Okay? If I read the history of Biafra on how Ojukwu took over, Agui Rossi, they took over and then they changed it to a unitary system and all that. How they killed Tafawa Balewa, his wives who were pregnant. If I read all this, I could just grow a natural hate for the Igbos. But because I want a forward-moving Nigeria, I said, listen, this is why the Hausas to tomorrow are still unforgiving. Majority of them, because they share that story to them.
Yeah, they pass on the
You know, they
information.
pass on that story to them. And this is why let me tell you, you will see more of Yoruba and Igbo marriages than Igbo and Hausa. And one of the reasons why I tell you that we need a negotiator. A negotiator is also a unifier. Let me tell you, a negotiator is someone who understands, okay, let me give you this, let me take this. Let us find a way, let us ensure there's peace. Are you with me? One of the problems Buhari has is not a good negotiator.
Okay.
For Nigeria to move forward, I mean for Biafrans, that's the Southeasterners, for them to come back and be patriotic.
You know the importance of knowing your past, your history.
There's
an importance.
It's very critical.
Very critical.
But it's not. It shouldn't now. The point is learn from the mistakes. That's the major.
Yeah, that's why
purpose of
yes, you need to know.
You need to learn your mistakes so you don't.
As Nigeria
repeat it.
learned her mistakes from the past.
Who are these guys?
Okay.
Okay, no be that man be that.
That's Labour Party.
Okay.
You have gotten his car.
Yeah, you have your car now. All right. So please don't disobey the rules again.
You want to fire? Yes,
All right. Thank God you have your car back.
yes, our Labour man has gotten his car, so that's
Yeah,
his car.
that's
He just
true. He's got his
got
car
passed
back.
through. Okay, let's move on.
All right.
We have this Arise VAPC campaign dispute. Parties have agreed to shade their sword.
Yeah.
Just comment on that.
Okay, I saw the picture. I think I saw it on Twitter where Tinubu and Oboegbena, what's his name? You know, I saw them shook their hands. And I think, yes, it shouldn't be a politics of bitterness. I mean, we must accept the fact that stealthily, you know, Arise TV has been attacking Tinubu. The point is, they said, no, Rufai Oseni.
Criticizing,
Rufai,
attacking.
listen, your body language speaks
Okay.
louder than the voice.
Okay.
The bitterness. I must tell you, which you know, Tinubu has never been the president. Yes, I did warn you, I did advise you, I did send to school, but that doesn't guarantee you be successful. Tinubu campaigned for Buhari. Is that an offense? No. Buhari got there. That's what I told you. Silence is never a virtue. Buhari is not a vocal kind of a person. And in Nigeria, we need someone who must be vocal because we ourselves, our blood is hot. And this is why Wike is gaining so much ground, whether you like it or not. Wike has so much influence politically. And you cannot deny that. Now, Rufai Oseni body language, I watch him. Now, you can see that when, what's his name? Onanuga and Alake, when they dropped the second bomb, Rufai Oseni suddenly fell sick. Of course, that can be just normal sickness. But they failed to what? To castigate Tinubu any further. Just of today, what's his name? This PDP deputy governor to this man that is dead now. Their co-host also on their morning show. What's his name? Abati. This morning Abati was commenting Tinubu about yesterday's lunch they had. And I was like, wow, so these guys can now become unpartisan in such a way. Listen, nobody is perfect. If Tinubu does something that is wrong, I will condemn it. But when he does something that is right, you people should what? Come out and what? Comment. It is not a must that I attend your Arise team. Tinubu said we are not coming. You went.
Moral right, sir.
Yes, you went ahead. You kept on posting his photo. You even had a what? An innuendo like that. Everybody invited. You now had it on his own, respectfully. What are you trying to say that? Okay, you too big, so we don't have to respectfully. I haven't told you.
It is good that they have shot their sword.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I think
it's good.
we need to move on from here. I will disclose my choice candidate in January, Wike.
Okay. Well, Wike said he would disclose. You see, Atiku does not need to prove to us any further that he's not a good negotiator.
No, you are throwing the part of this guy Rufai.
Atiku should be a negotiator first
I like that statement.
before becoming a unifier.
Yeah.
This guy is asking for something that is workable. He has been asking for this before your campaign started, at least 6 months before your campaign was flagged off. You are protecting the current chairman, which is
Are you?
I don't know what are you. Listen, find a way to negotiate this thing. Work with these 5 guys whom you know that they would what? Galvanize enough vote. As it stands, Atiku is more or less like, if you not do my own, and if you, that is what it means. Listen, when Atiku is someone that is not ready to shift the ground, when he becomes the president, it simply means that there will certainly be some agitations. If it doesn't suit his bias, to hell with you guys, I'm gonna die. Are you with me? We must be able. Listen, you know, initially in the APC PCC, they released 400 lists.
Yeah.
And then Adamu did what? They were against it. They went back. They now what? Brought in so many other people that Adamu and some other people brought on board. Listen, in governance, especially in Nigerian governance, you should be able to what? You get what it is? Yeah, that means there are some certain things that you must be able to what? Manage.
Okay.
You have to. That's not corruption, my brother. Democracy is the most difficult system of governance to manage. The reason why you see Abu Dhabi, someone came here yesterday also, they were talking about Abu Dhabi, Mr. Martin. Listen, the reason why you see all those people is, one, they have
Monarchical.
They have this monarch kind of system of rule, whereby one person will be on. The reason why you say Rwanda grows so fast is because one person has been on that seat for over 20 years. Apart from the fact that that person is a good man, but he has been on the seat for 20 years. You understand? So it is easy. They don't have this unnecessary bureaucracy that you send the bill to the Senate, House of Rep, let them oversee, let them do all these sort of things. Are you with me? So those are the things.
Who do you think that candidate will be? Somebody say Tinubu.
Well, I don't know. Because yesterday when he said yesterday, when he said I would say who my candidate is, he said for those that are doing Muslim tickets, or for those that have said, actually yesterday he was abusing APC in his statement. There was a time he also abused, I think he would support Obi. I feel he will support.
Okay, Mr. Raf says he supports Tinubu. Mr. Adekuwani says he supports.
I think he will support Obi.
Okay.
All right. But within now and January, Atiku might actually he right his wrongs. I think Atiku might just. You know why he came to the floor yesterday to announce this. He's using that to trigger Atiku because he doesn't even have to come out. All he has to do is just wait till January and announce. You understand? He's doing that to just nudge Atiku. Maybe Atiku will still bend a little bit. But if Atiku does not bend eventually, then he would have every right to okay, Oga, maybe I talk now. Why you think all this way? Why would I no step down and all that? Okay. But of course, when he does that, if he doesn't choose that, I think that's anti-party, and that's against their party rules. No matter how you want to paint it, that's anti-party. Okay, that's anti-party.
But why won't the NEC suspend him?
I don't know. I'm not a PDP person. I don't know. For a fact, the NEC, the board of trustees, everybody said Wike is not above the party. So I'm confused why they are not right now. Why they are not penalizing him?
Okay. Lastly, what's your message for Christmas generally?
Yeah. Well, certainly this year's Christmas is going to be more expensive than last year. Okay. It's a pity that we this year we went through some hardship, especially the flood. You know, that flood has made the prices of food to increase astronomically, and you know, we Nigerians we like to take advantage of ourselves.
Yeah.
If ordinary pure water increases, it's going to have ripple effect across board. Okay, the only reason why I say rice is so expensive, you ask them, they'll say diesel. Yes, diesel is expensive. We know that. Okay? But now, rice is expensive, pepper is expensive, onion is expensive, chicken. Chicken is around 8,000, 10,000. If you want a very big chicken, you budget for like 13,000. Turkey, I bought turkey last year. I bought turkey for like 17,000. I know for this year, we budget something like 25 to 30,000 for a big turkey. You understand? But all in all, don't spend beyond your capacity.
Yeah, don't spend beyond.
That's it. Do not spend beyond your capacity. Everywhere in the world, there's inflation. Right as of today, UK, I think some of their some of their people are on strike in the UK due to inflations and all that. You understand? So all these things is not.
Yeah, somebody say you don't need to complain. This is an APC government. You don't need to complain. I'm not coordinating so that.
Now I need to tell you, like I said, if I'm supporting you, if it does something wrong, you understand? I will say it. If it does something right, I will say it. But I'm not the kind of person that everything I see is the bad side. I see the good side of life, and I also see the bad side of life. So where you want to sit down, it's based on your own philosophy. Okay? So forget about the fact that things are expensive. I know things are expensive. Okay, I know things like I can afford it, but most people might not be able to afford it.
So give us location now, since you can afford it.
No other, now about all they stay now. I give my number. If you don't show the show now, I'm gonna on top price.
No, you tell them also. So
yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much for taking one. God bless you. Yes, I have Okoko them. Give Okoko them 3 minutes. Okoko them 3 minutes. How many? 4 minutes. Okay, Okoko them. Somebody wants to declare state of emergency here.
Okay. Good morning. Father Yahweh, I thank thee, I bless and magnify your name, be glorified. For life you give unto us, all our fathers abroad, Namde Kalo, Santa Mateku, Santa Bohu, Amateku, Abi Obi, Atapalot. I thank thee for the life you give for Nigerians. I thank thee for the life you give for Biafrans, that the people be magnified. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's move on. Come now. I say 4 minutes. 4 minutes. You don't take 1 minute, wait 3 minutes.
Okay.
You have prayed for 1 minute.
Okay. Oh yeah, give me a question.
Okay, let's look at I will disclose my choice candidate in January. Wiki.
And we will discuss
my choice candidate in January.
In January. How is we fooling Nigerians? So is he trying to tell us that will be election in 2013, 2023?
No, there's going to election 2023.
I'm still saying it. I personally, according to individual, my own opinion, I don't see election holding in 2023. Because what I am seeing is the interim government. Is what I'm seeing.
As a man of God.
Interim government, or what I'm feeling, interim government. Even if I thought there'd be election, it will end up in interim government. And that's what I'm saying. And that election may be in Nigeria, not in Biafra land. Because look at the tension in Biafra land. Look at what is going on in Biafra land. How do you think that the INEC can be able to conduct election over there? Even if I thought you bring the ballot box in Biafra land and the people did not come out to vote, how can you declare winner? Or are they going to, or the people are contesting are going to vote for themselves in? Because the way I see it, people may not come out. Therefore, and if people did not come out, you declare election, somebody win it. It's a fraud. It's a fraud. Therefore,
I heard something last 3 days. Some people, Ejima were caught.
The
ESN commanders were caught in Imo State.
DSS.
ESN commanders.
Commander.
Were caught in Imo State. You saw that video?
As I just saw it, this is okay for past 3 days now, or so, or let's say throughout this week, I haven't on my set because I don't have data. So I kept my.
I'll give you data.
I shut up my.
I'll give you data for Christmas.
You will give me data. Okay, glory be to God. Thank you for promising me that.
Okay, let's move on. The Christmas now. How do you look at the Christmas? Celebrating Christmas.
Christmas.
Yes.
What is Christmas?
Celebrating the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ.
You don't celebrate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. You are celebrating the pagan Roman festival of Rome. Christmas is not in the Bible. Tell me where Christmas is in the Bible.
Birthday in the Bible.
The birthday of who? Birthday of
Don't celebrate your birthday.
birthday of Herod. I mean, yes, birthday of Herod. Birthday of Pharaoh. These are two places a birthday appear in the Bible. Of Pharaoh, of Herod. And watch, in that birthday, the key human being. Is it the celebration? The key human being. The key human being. One of the Pharaoh servants were hanged. In that day, John the Baptist, himself was cut off.
Jesus was born.
Eh?
Is it the day Jesus was born?
Is that you're talking of that day in the Bible? And Jesus said there's no place they recorded the day he was born in the Bible. They only give us sign, but not date he was born. And it was Roman Empire, the time they have power over the world. They mingled themselves into Christendom and introduced pagan idolatry into church. That is why it calls Christmas, Christ and the Mass. That's the meaning of Christmas, Christ and the Mass. They use the gods of Mass they are worshiping, introduce it, and call it Christmas. I'm not celebrating Christmas. But if you tell me of end of year party, I may. It is end of the year party, but not Christmas.
Okay, in the Southeast, they are saying federal government, police want to rig the presidential election in Southeast and blame it on IPOB and ESN.
You see what I'm telling you? You haven't asked me this, and I haven't look into paper today. You see what? Federal government are trying to rig the election and blame it under who? IPOB. Now, how are they going to?
Speculation.
It's speculation. Because this is what I tell people who can see tomorrow, or who can think of tomorrow, or who can feel what tomorrow may be. I'll start saying it as I am saying it. Anything can happen in this election in Southeast, South. Anything can happen. What government want is to declare somebody that somebody have won in Southeast to rubbish the independence of Biafra. But Father Yahweh in heaven will not allow them to succeed. If there will be election in the Biafra land, not APC to win, not PDP to win. I'm telling you honestly. If there be election in Southeast, even if I thought P2B did not win the whole federation, P2B will win Southeast. But there will be no election. You know what I'm telling you? Because Ohanes and Igbo, Ohanes and Igbo, we like to follow where they will eat. You understand what I'm telling you? The election may be rigged, not only in Southeast, all over the federation. Because I don't see APC trying to lose the power.
Why they don't lose the power already?
I don't see APC. APC will go to any length to lose the power all over the federation, both in Biafra land and in Nigeria. And if APC lose the power, Fulani will never allow the power to go away from their hand. Automatically, they will get fatigue.
Okay, thank you very much. No time.
Thank you.
I disagree.
I am Mr. Okpara, the new Oko condemn in this Second Republic of Biafra. Live by Mazin Namdekalo and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazin Namdekalo. Long live Sunday Iboho. Long live Amateku. Long live ESN. Long live IPOB. Long live Odwa Republic. Long live Biafra Republic. Long live all the whole people that are fighting for agitating for their freedom. Long live Nigeria. If they will repent and accept life, long live Nigeria. Nigeria will be, Biafra will be a good neighboring nation.
Thank you.
That's what I'm fighting for.
You don't do.
Hey, Omo Biafra. Onara hakwanona. Onye ndị roba mgburu na-eche ndeche mgbe niile. Simon Ekpa. Ara hakwanona. Ka ihe me Nnamdi Kanu ara ga-eme gị n'aha Jesus. Nnamdi Kanu, you come out peacefully in the name of our Lord Jesus
Thank you
Christ.
very much,
Amen.
Mr. Lucky. Come on, Mr. Lucky.
Minister of Yam, stop disturbing me. Minister
Why
of
you
Yam.
go greet your ancestor, greet everybody, greet everybody.
Yes, Mr.
Greet,
Obiam has a message for us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. How is
You have just 2 minutes.
how can you give me 2 minutes?
Time,
Hey, oh,
you came.
yeah,
Time you are coming.
this is time for
No
celebration.
data, no data.
Okay, this is time for celebration. Let me base on celebration alone now. Anyway, as a minister of yam and food, anyway, these are so expensive. Rice. Are you not imagine They are selling fowl, 15,000, 10,000 and a fowl. In 10 years ago, how much for fowl? 2.5, 1.5. Today, fowl 10,000 and 15,000. To tell you how decay this country is now under APC and PDP. Where Asipa Joy Oshe, go home. You have failed this country. They failed us. Go home, go home. Bye bye. Anyway, they say I have 2 minutes. Anyway, please go and celebrate Christmas. Forget go there. Who is saying this thing? Sometimes we rest. Nigeria doesn't rest. So if it's for us to rest, we are okay. Happy birthday to Jesus Christ and happy birthday to Lucky, myself. He's telling us to go and rest and know God, believe in God. I get me? So that's Christmas for. Love your neighbor, love yourself. And those in abroad love us. I will love you too. Please, we should show appreciation to each other. That is Christmas. That is love.
Thank you very much.
Not somebody telling me Jesus Christ, God, one Jesus Christ, one Lucky, one Edo, not be Lagos. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Edo Lagos. Yes, with that, we've come to the end of the program this morning. Thank you very much for being part of the program. Yes, tomorrow we'll be here for another exciting edition of the program by Stars and Newsstands. Next tomorrow is Christmas, and we wish you all Merry Christmas and happy, prosperous New Year 2023. I'm Christian Chuku. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. God bless you.